There are different types of smashes in badminton: the jump smash, scissor kick smash, stick smash, and the jump out smash, sometimes also called the China jump. In this video, we're going to focus on the jump out smash.
Now, a lot of people think they don't have the power or explosiveness to play this jump out smash. But if you're thinking this, you're probably wrong. It mainly comes down to your technique. So in this video, we're going to teach you how to play it effectively in either singles or doubles. But before we teach you the technique, you need to know when you should use this smash.
You should do it when your opponent plays a flat lift and you don't have time to get behind the shuttle. Instead, you should jump out to intercept the shuttle before it goes too far past you and you have to take it late. The jump smash and the scissor kick smash are used when you have more time to get behind the shuttle, and they have a completely different technique to the jump out smash.
You can use the jump out smash on both your forehand and round the head side, but we're only talking about the forehand in this video. The round the head side is technically a lot harder, and there are quite a few differences, so we'd recommend mastering this one first before moving on to the round the head. Okay, so that's when to play it. Let's move on to the technique.
Step 1 is your starting position. You should have your legs slightly wider than shoulder width apart and bent. You can't do an explosive jump if your legs are too narrow or too straight.
Step 2 is the split step, and this is where there's some small differences between singles and doubles. In singles, the directional split step is more common, as it helps you to jump backwards. This is necessary because your base is more towards the middle of the court, as you have a bigger area to cover in singles. In doubles, if you're the rear court player in an attacking formation, your base would be a bit further back, so your jump is likely to be more sidewards, and you therefore split step with your feet almost side by side.
Okay, moving on to step 3, getting into the right position. After you split step, you need to look up at the shuttle and instantly assess how far away it is. And depending on this answer, there are 2 options. Option 1 is to simply jump straight away. To maximise the power of your jump, you should push off with your non-racket leg first and then your racket leg. This should happen really quickly though, so unless you recorded yourself and slowed it down, it should just look like a jump.
Option 2 is used when you look up and realise you're too far away from the shuttle to get there in one jump. Here, you should do an extra chassé step before doing the same jump as in option 1. This option will be more common for those of you who are smaller or less explosive.
It's also important to mention here that you can do this jump out smash from many different positions on the court. You don't always have to go from your base position to the corner. You might jump from the service line to the centre line, or you might even jump out at the net.
Step 4 is hitting the shot, which we're going to go through in the next section, so let's move on to the final footwork step, the recovery. You ideally want to land with your feet at the same time with your knees bent, which not only reduces the impact, but also enables you to push off again straight back into court. Although, hopefully you've hit a winner, so you don't need to. If you're new to this movement, we'd really recommend practicing it without a shuttle to not only get it ingrained into your muscle memory, but also give you the confidence to know that you can do it and do it safely in a match.
Yeah, practicing it will not only help prevent your feet getting tangled up, but it'll also help you condition your body to the movement. And if you want to improve your ability to jump out explosively and recover after the jump, we'd recommend doing Badminton-specific weights exercises, such as lateral lunges, which are of course included in the weights programs on our website. So if you want to improve your badminton strength and explosiveness, then check them out. We'll include a link in the description below.
Okay, so now you know the footwork, let's go through the 4 steps for the hitting action to help you be as powerful and accurate as possible. Unlike the jump smash or scissor kick smash, where you have time to face sideways in your preparation, the jump out smash is done from a flat lift, where you don't have time to get behind the shuttle and rotate your whole body into it.
So step 1 is actually what you shouldn't do, and this is to not rotate your legs or hips after your initial split step movement. They should remain roughly parallel to the direction of your split step. So, for example, if you split step side by side, then you should keep your legs and hips facing forwards like this.
Step 2 is your racket preparation. As you're about to leave the ground, you need to prepare your arms by bringing your racket arm up and pulling your elbow back behind your body with it in about a 90-degree angle like this. The further you can get your elbow back whilst keeping your hips square, the more distance you have to create a fast racket swing speed. By doing this, you'll open up your chest, allowing you to rotate your torso, which is important for generating power, and especially important for this jump out smash because you can't have that full body rotation. You can perfectly see here that world number 1 Zheng Ziwei's hips are facing the net, whilst his upper torso is facing sidewards and his elbow is back. You should also bring your non-racket arm up to help with your timing and balance.
Step 3 is the fastest part of the shot, where you rotate your torso and then throw your elbow forwards. When your elbow is roughly in a 90-degree position and your hips and torso are facing the net, you should bring your forearm through and snap your wrist to strike the shuttle. And it's important to mention, when we say snap your wrist, we don't mean flap it.
The reason we said step 3 is the fastest part of the shot is because these small movements should be done quickly after each other. But although this is fast, you really need to try and stay as relaxed as possible until the point of contact. Doing this will help you generate a fast racket swing speed, which is how you generate more power.
Exactly. You'll also see from clips of professionals that their non-racket arm is up, and then as they strike the shuttle, they pull their non-racket arm closer into their chest. This helps increase the speed of rotation and therefore power of the shot. And then as they land, they bring their non-racket arm up to help balance themselves.
Okay, moving on to step 4, and this is the follow through. After you've struck the shuttle, you should have a shorter follow through than if you were doing a jump smash or scissor kick smash. And this is because you're not doing a full body rotation. If you were to have a big follow through, it would force you to over rotate, and this would be your end position. Not only would you lose control of your smash, but your recovery would be significantly worse. As you're finishing your follow through, you should be landing, and then following the 5th step of the footwork section, the recovery.
Okay, we have a few bonus tips for you to help you maximise the effectiveness of this shot. Firstly, whilst the high jump isn't necessary, the higher you can get and the more you almost throw your body up, the more threatening you're going to look to your opponents. And you can also get a steeper angle on your smash.
Secondly, because you're going at maximum speed, don't expect to always be able to come back into court straight away. This is why your placement is really important and not using this full power smash at the wrong time. In doubles, your partner can cover you if you're really off balance, but you have to play a shot that sets them up.
And whilst this entire video has focused on the jump out smash, you can also do a deceptive drop shot from this same threatening position.
Now, as we've mentioned a few times in this video, the round the head jump out smash is a different and more difficult technique. So if you want to see a tutorial on that, and also a tutorial on the stick smash, let us know by leaving a rocket emoji in the comments below.
Finally, don't forget to check out our Badminton-Specific Weights Programmes in the description below, and if you haven't already, jump out, smash that subscribe button, and we'll hopefully see you in another video very soon.
Play it in a... Does that make sense? I don't know. Racket arm up. Yeah?
Why is my top so static?
Yeah, mine's so static as well. Pa! Whoa, that was bad.
It looks a bit low.
Oh.
Look at you.